Oh God, I think I've been sniffing too much paint.
Yo, everybody. Welcome to Team RaddTitan. This is the weekly collectors chat. This is chat number 345. Yes, we're that old. Yes, we've been doing it that long. Over there, your left, is the bearded Jew, Alex. And over here is the slightly pale Scotsman, is George. We're going to be running through the latest updates of the week, what we've been getting up to. We'll be fielding your questions and answering them as best we can. We've got a lot of subject matters to cover today. So we've got the XM situation, which we're going to be talking about. We got the Connecticut situation, where now, thankfully, Alex has bothered to put in an actual picture to remind us to discuss that.
Oh shit, was I meant to do that?
Yes, you're definitely meant to do that. So last week we did not do that. Last week I was too busy to send pictures because I was doing loads of other stuff, and we suffered as a result. So apologies. And then we're also going to be covering, talking about Prime One Studios price hike on shipping. There was a post recently in RaddTitan Facebook group. If you're not in there, apply to be there. It's a great group. 12K strong at the moment, doing really well. And so I posted up some details about how the prices absolutely skyrocketed for shipping over the last 12 months. So we'll be talking about that as well. Anyway, how are you, bro? You all right?
Yeah, busy week, and I got my cases and things delivered today, so I need to put them up. So unfortunately, I'm not in my room at the moment because all of the stuff was kind of all over the place. So first of all, we're sponsored by DisplayBox. If you are interested in Watcher Space cases for your collection, they're the UK and European distributor. They can be persuaded to send elsewhere, and if it's something off the shelf, you literally can get it delivered the next day in UK. It was funny because I'd waited literally 6 years for module spaces. Not that I ordered or anything like that, but it was all like a situation where I wanted to order them. Then I delayed it a little bit, and then I wanted to order them. Then I moved house. Then I was in a rented house. I didn't want to get them, and then now I've moved into this place. I found out about the display box, and then contacted them, and they were like, "We can send them. You can get them tomorrow." I was like, "Okay, hold on. I need to clear my room a little bit." So it was really fast. They came today. Uh, they are trialing like an assembly, like they'll assemble the pieces, bring them to you, and then that way you don't need to do it, and it's all done. And that takes a lot of pain out of it, because that, for me, last time I did a module space case, um, I didn't have fun. So if that's an option that they are going to bring in, you can use that. And yeah, great guys, really good guys. The only thing that happened today, which actually made me think about you, was that, sometimes when you say to me, if you don't know, just don't fucking answer, because
Yeah.
you give me the wrong information.
Yeah.
Today, I wanted to drill through the aluminium to mount them on the wall, and I went over to my thing of drill bits, and I picked one out, and I go, "Oh, yeah, let me grab a drill bit." I pick one out, and Ian goes to me, "Mate, no, that's a wood bit. You want to grab that one there?" So he was so confident that I was like, "Oh, all right." So I put it back, picked up the other one, and we went in the garden, because it's all obviously sheared metal, and you don't want that on your carpet. So I started drilling through, and the drill bit broke, like snapped in half. And I was a bit like, yeah, you know what? These are actually cheap drill bits anyway. Let me grab another one. I had a better set under the stairs in the toolbox. So I grabbed another one. That snapped. And he was just like, "Oh, mate, you know what you got to do is you did do the pilot hole, and you do the pilot hole first." And da-da. So I grabbed a little bit, went in there, and that one snapped. And I'm like, "I'll tell you what, look, I'm sorry, well, I'll do this later, and I'll go online. I'll order some decent drill bits, because obviously I've just got this cheap shit I picked up along the way, and we'll sort out later. Don't worry about me." So we sat down, had a coffee, had a chit chat, whatever. They left, and So I'm outside walking Draven, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll just go online now. Metal drill bit, whatever, DeWalt, comes up, and then in images it come up with like this is a masonry bit, this is a metal bit,
Yeah.
this is a wood bit, and I was like, that motherfucker. Now I know how George feels because I picked up the fucking metal bit.
You picked up the right one.
I had the right one, the right side, everything, and then he goes, no. He told me to do the fucking wood bit, and it snapped. I got home, go back in my little drill bits and pull them out, go over like butter, like fucking butter goes
You know
right
what?
through it. And I was
When you
like, you
have the right tool
motherfucker.
for the job, things are really easy. That's why I don't do
Yeah,
nothing. That's why I don't do nothing for my mum. Because my
yeah.
mum will say to me like, "Oh yeah, can you come over and like hang a picture?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, of course, no problem." And then I get there and I go, "Right, okay. So what have you got? Like, you've got a level, which is like, no." I'll be like, "Okay. Have you got like a straight edge so I can like mark it?" No. Have you got a drill? No. And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, and then when you get to the part where you've done all the work and you've given the screws to hang it up, she give you like 3 different size screws, all different ones. And you're just like, oh no, fuck you, man. Fuck you. And then when
So
it
I
falls
con-
down, because it's
yeah.
shit, it's like, talk about
So I contacted him afterwards. I was like, you motherfucker. It was your fault. But no, so I knew, then I got fucking lumbered into a load of shit where Mary decided to buy another fucking pram because she said that the one's too heavy that we have. So I had to pay fucking £500 for another pram, which was fun.
that. Yeah.
Uh,
How did the little man's blood test go today? Good.
Yeah, they did it on his foot, so he weren't very happy.
On the hill, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that. But like basically to put it in their hand, didn't they? And like make a little ball out of it. Then
Well, she
stab
fucked
it.
up the first one, so they had to do it twice.
Nah, that's not fucking good.
Yeah, so he was screaming, and they gave him a teddy. So it weren't all bad. Then, oh yeah, so like I was walking the dog, and then my neighbour, I haven't met her, she jumped out, started chatting to me for about 40 minutes,
No, I can't do that shit.
just gossiping about everything, telling me about whatever else, about her partner wants her to buy the house or something, and all this shit, telling me a whole fucking story. And then my other neighbour, like the one nearer to me, she was kind of hovering around, and you could see that she wanted something. So she walked over and she kind of interrupted. She's quite blunt and she's quite funny. She's the one who, like, because she sees me walking the dog all the time, she just like come up to me. She was like talking, and she goes, "Do you work?" And I was like, "Do you?" And she's like, "No, I'm retired." I was like, "Okay."
It's funny because
Yes,
I always like when I'm out like doing things, I always have like an earpiece in,
yeah.
just in case like George's
I used
any of
to do
the
that in the
kids'
gym.
schools call me.
Yeah,
My phone's on silent because of the RaddTitan stuff. If it buzzes all the time and drives
yeah,
everyone fucking
exactly.
mad, so I have it on
Yeah,
silent, right? So I have that in my ear. If people talk to me, and then if it's gone on too long, I go, "Oh, 1 minute," and I tap my ear and then I start talking and walk off. I'm just like, fuck this noise because
I used to,
listen, happy to talk happy to talk to people like in the street and shit, no worries. But I can't. I ain't got 40 minutes to give you. I ain't got 40 minutes to myself. If I had 40 minutes for myself, then all of these reviews will already be done. I ain't got that kind of time, honestly.
well, I mean, yeah, I had met her before, so I gave her a moment. And then the other one came over. She started chatting to me for another 20 minutes, but she said, "Oh," again, she talks really like blunt, and she goes, "Oh, I've got a brand new oak bed frame, and you've got a lot of bedrooms. Do you want it?" And I was like, um, "Can I have a look at it?" And she goes, "Yeah." So like, she showed me. She goes, "Oh, there's this one," and it was all like brand new wrapped, and And then she goes, "Oh, there's another one actually," and then she took me like there was another room. She goes, "Oh, there's this one here." She goes, "Oh, do you want any of them?" I was like, um, "Yeah, I like that other one, but like I need to ask my partner because if I start putting, I
Yeah,
get caught up with crap, and when I bring crap back, she has a go at me. So let me go get her." So Mary came over, And then she goes, "Oh yeah, that one's really nice. It's like really solid." And then so obviously then I carry that home and I have to fucking assemble that. So yeah, the modular cases got moved well to the fucking bottom of the list, didn't they?
Yeah. But, you know, it's great anyway. You know, it's a great sponsor to have, and I think it's a definite need in the UK. It's and in Europe, it's 100% needed. If you can get next day delivery on stuff like that, that's even better. Like it's unbelievable to hear the very first time, because when modular case and not modular space thing, you're talking months and months to get shit, like a long time. So this is fucking cool as fuck that you can just order it like that and get it in.
Well, that's the problem with, you know, the main business problem with it all is the fact that, you know, you lose so much business by making people wait a year plus, and people, you know, people are just going to go elsewhere. You know, they can't. The people change their mind too much. People, whatever, they're not going to wait. They're just not going to wait. And
Yeah, but also as well, you're giving them so much time to do so.
And you're giving them so much time to cancel as well along the way, you know.
Yeah.
And also the problem with it all is these are like off the shelf items as well that people are having to wait this long for. And it's just crazy. It's absolutely
I'm
crazy.
glad that I'm glad that they've actually like found the right way to handle it and do it properly. So I'm really pleased about that, and I'm looking forward to seeing them.
What the process was actually was, you know, Ian and his business partner, then they ordered some cases for their own collection, and then when they ordered the cases, you know, they realised that they liked the product, and it was also they liked the product, and then they were like, you know what, we could probably, you know, get these in to UK cheaper if we do them in bulk. So they had a call with Brian, who's the owner, and they have a conversation with Brian, and they say, "Hey, look, do you have a UK distributor?" He's like, "No." He goes, "Well, you know, we could, you know, we might be interested if we can work out an arrangement." And they went on a call, and, you know, Brian said basically, "Look, can you bring? What can you bring here? What do you think is the issue? What's this? What's this? What's this?" And they said, "Look, the main issue is the time it takes for you to deliver." I was like, "Okay, so how can you make that right?" He goes, "Well,
Streamline it.
we'll pre-order 6 months in advance, and you know, you basically give us the stock. Like, you know, we would order it 6 months in advance. We'll get the stock, and then we'll put it up for order when we have it in hand." And then so they actually dropped a good bit of change to set up the company to get the stock, and you know, it shows it paid off. So you know, they're really good tonight. And again, you know, I got my stuff today. They came over, we spoke, and you know, it's good to meet them.
Awesome.
I can't find this Prime One post, by the way.
That's what happens. You snooze, you lose. Cunt. It goes off. People get like all kinds of crap from the fanboys, and then they pull it.
Yeah. Ah, motherfucker. So yeah, no. So that was a positive side, and hopefully I'll have these installed by the weekend. The only thing is, I was going to kind of start doing this, start doing that, and then I thought to myself, look, I've only got a little bit of time. Even if I get them on the wall, I'm not going to get the statues in them. I'm not going to get the lights in them. I'm not going to get them fucking level. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. So I just thought to myself, I'll just take my time, do it another day. Otherwise, I'm going to just rush it and fuck it up.
Yeah, that's half the battle, though, isn't it? Is making sure you set yourself up enough time. That's the main reason as well why I've got like 4 pieces that need to be like checked out and stuff like that, and I just ain't got the time because I can't shoehorn in like half an hour. I need more time. It just can't be, you know what I mean? I just can't do that. So when it's like, all right, you've got some time now, it's like, no, I don't. I can't just go in and start fucking about like that. I need like proper time. So.
Yeah, but do you get that thing, like I get it all the fucking time, right? Where it's like, even I'm not even talking about my stuff. I'm not talking about, you know, a review, or I'm not talking about me putting my fucking cabinets together. I'm not talking about these things. I'm talking about when say Jenny says to you, "Oh, George, you need to fix that thing, or you need to put that thing, assemble that thing,
Yeah.
or you need to do that thing." The moment when you're like, "I'm going to do that. I'm going to get that done now," you always get that kind of like, "Oh,
Do
do
you
you
have to
have
do
to
that
do
now?
that now? Do you have to do
Yeah.
that now?" And it's always that fucking really pisses me off. It really
Yeah.
annoys me. It's like,
My pet peeve thing, which I have to deal with my wife, which I have to correct her, is when I'm doing something she's asked me to do, and in the
mm,
process of me doing that thing, she comes to give me something else, and I
mm.
say to her, "Look, fuck off. Honestly, fuck off. I'm
Well, I
doing this.
get,
I'm doing this. When this is done, I'll come and see you, and you can give me something else. Don't give me something that's, you know what I mean, nothing to do with what I'm doing. If it, you know what I mean, don't give me anything else until this is done, because my brain can't process sort of like, if I'm in the middle of a task, it's like I want to get that done and then I'll
mm.
do something else. You give me that information, and it's all going to make it all fucking skeweth. I'm going to be able to know what I'm up to. I ain't got that
Well,
multifaceted sort of. Oh yeah, can't do that. It's just like no.
what I get as well is, like, for example, I was doing like the wallpapering in my room, and then what I do is I go, yeah, I'm just going to go do this wallpapering for like half an hour, right? I'll be in there, I'll be
Six
back in a minute.
minutes.
And then literally I get like my phone will start ringing. My hands are covered in fucking wallpaper paste. And I've got shit like I'm literally like hanging halfway up the wall, putting this thing there, trying to get it straight. And I'm like, oh shit, something must be happening here. So I'm like, oh fuck. So I'm trying to wipe my hands to do all this stuff. And then the call ends. So I'm like, oh shit. So I call it back. Everything all right? Yeah, yeah, I was just seeing if you're okay. And I'm like, you fucking joke. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You know, there's a 40 Towers episode, right? Where you have to hang the moose's head, and that's what it's like. That's
Yeah.
real. That's real life. That is. That's real life. That's real marriage. That is. Where
Uh,
she's asking him to get the moose's head up, and honestly, the whole fucking process of what happens around that is fucking brilliant. John Cleese,
yeah.
40 Towers. Watch it. Fucking gold. Absolute gold.
It's just, and today as well, I put together this fucking oak bed, which weighed a fucking ton on my own, right? And then she's like shouting upstairs, like, "Baby, are you okay? What was that bang?" And I'm like, "That was the fucking bed falling apart because I can't hold both sides of it." But
This is what I got, right? I got to get the car in for MOT. Listen to this. This is RaddTitan slags off a wife. 3 fucking 5 right?
she
I'm
listens to our
so
chat
listen. I'm
sometimes.
on,
So
I'm on the
I
I'm
do
on the
love
phone to my mechanic, right? And I'm like, okay, so it needs to come in for a service. Needs an MOT. I got like the engine management lights on, but it's that sensor you told me about, so I need that done. So I'm talking about it, and then like the geezer saying to me, look, we're gonna like, we're a bit busy. And if you bring it in now, I ain't gonna. If I do the MOT, it'll fail because the engine management's lights on. And I'm talking to him. I'm like, okay, so it'll fail if it sees that engine management light. And she's shouting down the stairs to me, going, "No, it won't."
it.
I had to like literally go, "Excuse me." I got off the phone. I went, "Are you the fucking mechanic? Why are you getting involved? Like he's telling me it's going to fail." No, well, I'm just like, honestly, I was going to lose my shit. I was just like, you know, it is. He's on the phone to me while she's saying that. So I'm having this two-way conversation, and I'm like, I feel like I should have just called my wife and asked her to sort all that
Would you
fucking do
mind?
car and shit. It would have been absolutely fucking hilarious for her just to be like, she clearly knows everything. So
Yeah.
I said, he's just told me it'll fail, Jen. What are you talking about? She's like, nah, it won't fail. I was like, yeah, I'm sure the guy that does like fucking 7 MOTs a fucking day, I'm sure he hasn't got a fucking clue. Sure, you're completely right. Just hanging my head down.
No. Yeah, we got to stop bitching about it now because she's just come and sat down to do something. I think must have been listening in the other room.
That's the fact. You know what that is? That's the female fucking sentence I was talking about me in there.
Wow, it's just their fucking ears were burning.
Exactly.
I didn't get a thank you either when I assembled the pram or the bed.
It's just expected, isn't it? Do your job.
Yes, it's expected, and then there's when you sort of go
Did you
like,
get?
"What's the pram called? Stokey something? Huh? Stokey Yo-Yo
Oh, okay,
3."
yeah. All right.
And then she wanted like once she was like, "Oh yeah, the Stokey Yo-Yo blah blah blah," and then I was like proper Jew, and I found this like discount code. I got it for like £305, which I was really happy about. And then she comes along and goes, "Yeah, we need the rain cover and then we need the foot muff and whatever fucking else, and I'm like adding it all in, and I'm like, oh my God.
You know what the best part is? If you get your son to walk, you don't need prams because then he just walks. That's what you really do. You would have just saved yourself 500 quid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, in all fairness, that oak bed was like about £500.
So your brain's doing the math on it. Yeah? Like, oh God,
balancing it out. Yeah, I'm just like, oh man. Nah.
That sounds like your week's been fun.
No, well, if I take a picture of this, actually, let me get that in there. There you go. Save that one as. What do we save that one as?
My shit.
It was mine. Yeah. Yeah. So then, trying to think what else has happened. Other than that, I did place an order which will to cover it after. I placed that another order there, and then I got something else. So I got a few bits this week actually.
Good, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm just trying. Sorry, I just
saved. Who's in the
image.
chat, you bitch? Who's here?
Hold on 1 second. I just saved an image, and now it's gone. It's fucking shit. Oh, there you go. So okay. So in the chat, oh no, fuck off. Hey, I'm trying to get these in order. Hey, can you hear that when I type? When I do that, is that like really bad? Or no?
No.
Ah, good. All right, it must have been well fucking shit before then.
Yeah.
I don't know what was happening. All right, so in the chat today, gentlemen, fuck off. In the chat, we have nice guy. So Kevin, how you doing, my man? Bad man Yo-Yo.
Actually.
Water Chunky. Yeah, those Spider-Man pieces are really nice. He's actually selling them. Water Chunky, how you doing? Shipping on the site is ridiculous. Talking about Prime 1. Extreme exclusives. I'm here to enjoy the lovely topics and eat ice cream while doing it. Cheers. Enjoy. Kuji the Collector. Evening. How you doing? Grifter 81. What's up, everyone?
Yep.
Nice guy. Module Space is worth the wait for the products. I love my cases. Yeah, I'm really happy with them. I wanted to know what Draven did today, actually, because all the module cases have been pre-built, and because I've got them in a row, the one on the left, if you're looking, only has a left panel, so there's no right panel, and then the next one don't have any panel, next one don't have panel, next one don't have panel, then the last one only has the right panel. Yeah, I've got all the panels. Gotcha. I've actually got all the panels in a box if I ever sell them or move them, so that's actually pretty good. But so I had the one with the left panel in. And Draven, like, he's fucking walking around sniffing everything, and he walks into the fucking module case, like sniffing it, and then walks straight to the perspex. Shit himself, run away. It was quite funny, actually. It's really funny. I'm tuning in to find out my symbiote Spider-Man transformation or Iron Man suit up will actually ship, or if they're cancel the projects and get my refund. Stay tuned. Unity above, hope all is good. I saw some of Darren Crofer's displays. He's got some custom shelves built. We're starting to get it all together, actually. Yo, how you doing? Cola Man 22. Hey, everyone. Juknus Merchants. Alex works for PCS. Does he know if the site's down? Yeah, unfortunately, the site's down. There's nothing to do with the tariffs, but the site is down just to do with we put a new website up a couple of weeks ago, and something behind the scenes didn't tie in. I don't know the technical side of it, but it caused something to corrupt and whatever. It's going to be back online on Saturday. With the tariffs, PCS are looking into it. They are going to absorb some of it for now, and then, I don't know how bad it's going to get or good it's going to get. And there'll be an update soon. I think there is an update on the group where they were talking about absorbing it. Mitchell Lawrence, evening gents, how you doing? Also used for UK collectors, customers, Alex, the cases. Also, they got a sale, which we'll show the image for in a minute, from last week, last day today, so I'm assuming that'll end in 2 hours.
So show
Looking
it
forward
now,
to
you fucking spaz.
Would you just tell me to go through the comments?
Yeah, I know, but it's because you keep talking about your dog and all your nonsense. Just fucking get onto the point. If there's a picture and there's a sale and it lasts 2 fucking hours and it's going to end, fucking share it with the people in the groups in case they want to fucking buy something.
Well, you just wasted another fucking 2 minutes, didn't you? Looking forward to the room tour. I can't wait to my room tour. I can't wait to have everything displayed. Worn Chunky. If it was a post about Prime One inside of the Prime Collectibles group, no, it was in RaddTitan, man. It was in RaddTitan.
Yeah, someone in there just basically calculated loads of stuff and like shared all his calculations.
Yo, Bud, voice of reason in the hobby. Sam the man, how you doing? Luke, he finally gets the heads up. The antler falls down. Yeah. Geo, there's a Jurassic Park exhibition event opening in Battersea Power Station. If you're interested, I'm only mentioning it because I've spoken. Your son loves dinosaurs.
Yeah, I am interested actually, mate. If you know any details of it, send it over to me on PM, like on Messenger or anywhere you want.
Every time he's about to he puts his head up, something happens, he needs to get attention. It's like my life, man. Hey everyone, how you doing, you vision? Sexy lamb, Martin Sheen is my father.
Nice.
Martin Sheen, the comedy guy, or is that the guy from? Which one was Steve Martin? It's Steve Martin and Martin Sheen, isn't it?
No.
Or is he the other guy?
There's a couple of Sheens already. But I mean, I think it's Michael Sheen.
Michael Sheen is from Michael Sheen's from Underworld.
Yeah, that's correct.
Martin Sheen's a little comedian guy from Inner Space.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And Martin Sheen, isn't that?
It's the little guy from Inner Space.
No, that's Martin Short, you cunt.
Oh yeah. God damn it.
There's loads of names referring to like Steve Martin, who is also not Martin Sheen or anything Martin Sheen at all.
American actor,
There's Charlie Sheen,
years old.
Charlie Sheen's dad.
Charlie Sheen's
Martin
dad.
Sheen.
Yeah. God. Martin Shaw. Why was I thinking of Martin Shaw?
I have no idea. May Brown.
Yeah, we were talking about Storm the other day, and George was like, "What's her name? Oh God, what's her name?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's May Brown. It's May Brown." And George is like,
May Brown, yeah.
And George is like, "No, that's not right." And I'm like, "Yeah." And now that's fucking Whoopi Goldberg's name in Ghost. I'm about to start calling fucking, I don't know, someone else. What's his name? Willie Lopez or something. Is that his name?
Yeah,
the
that's
guy who
it.
kills him. Yeah, God. Present hands in the air, ready for the statue class. How you doing, my man? I built my own. Love the style, but overall, I think Modular Case is worth every penny. Just no thinking, buy it and build it. Yeah, I mean, again, they offered to build it, so I'm not going to. No, they mentioned in passing they were thinking of doing a service where they build it and deliver it to prevent people from damaging it and also to prevent it getting damaged in shipping. And I said, why don't you do a test run and fucking build my stuff and bring it to me? And they go, yeah, it's a good idea. We could try that out. And I'm like, fucking winning. Yes.
Yeah, I fucking mind tricked that, didn't you?
Oh yeah. I owe anything new on XM Studios, Transformer Statues, Galvatron, RC Prowl, and Shockwave. We will talk about this soon. Evening, gents. How you doing, Stuart Murray? Macklin 55555, XM Magnetic Dawn of X, and Iron Man Suit Up shipping. We don't know shipping dates. That's the one thing which we're going to need to get from them, which Lawrence will send you over. Mine Sheen is Charlie Sheen's dad. Where were you? If we were up to date with the comments, we would have done that.
Yes. Hard to believe.
Oh God, we went fucking blank on that. Mine Short is in Inner Space. Yeah. Mine Sheen played Uncle Ben in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Yep. Alex, everyday be hustling. Yeah. All right, let's get the pictures up anyway. So thanks everyone there. So let me open that. Let me put that to one side. I don't know how this is going to go because I haven't got two screens today. So hopefully it will go swimmingly. Share screen. Window. That one. Share. Media. Up. Oh God, there's got to be like a quicker way to do this. That one, isn't it?
Oh, there is. There you are.
No, that one.
Yeah.
No,
No. Yeah.
no, it weren't that
Yeah.
one. Oh God, I've got to look at these. They're so small. Is it that one? There you go, that one. All right. So this is the display box Easter sale, which ends today. So these are the discounts: 8% off if you order £600, 12% off if you order £1,200, and 15% if you order £1,800. So yeah, it's a pretty good discount, and also again, you could literally order stuff tomorrow, and you'll get it on Friday. There's that, you know, if it is available to do it. Sorry, and if there's stuff available in the office. Obviously, I'm going for some customs. They will take more time to do, but they're still much quicker than doing it directly with Module Case.
Yeah, but they're like custom built, in they're like not standard units. You've done your own thing.
Yeah, Walton, I need to do that. I've actually bought a little macro thing, and I do need to set that up. I do need to set up because I've got two of them actually. So yeah, I need to do that. All right. Straight into XM is that? Should we go straight into XM?
Yeah, let's go up. I'm going.
Let's do XM. Okay. So basically, we posted on RaddTitan, you know, that XM had put out some production updates. So this is the what's this one? The Robin King, I think it is. And then you got the Galvatron, the Joker. But someone did actually say that these Joker pictures are old. They said when you got the pieces in the back on one of the pictures, it was actually something that was delivered like 6 months ago, so they're not that new. But let's just pretend they are for now, just for the sake of this. So with the conversation we were kind of saying was, you know, is this you know, this is positive, obviously, that they are looking to ship things, but is it a little bit too late to make up? So we kind of had a post in RaddTitan and got like a good bunch of comments, and a good bunch of response from people. A lot of people just asking where their pre-order was. A lot of people saying it's too late, a little too late. And XM reached out and they said, "Hey, look, we want to give answers. We're in a position now where we can give answers. What we want to do is we want to bring you both over to Singapore. We want you to interview us, and you know we will tell you what you want to ask." Unfortunately, we did go back and forward on the dates, and there was no time frame that matched everyone. I'll be flying out in 2 weeks' time, and what we need is we'll need questions from the community. What we're going to try and stay away from is where is my X, where is my Y, where is my, you know, where are my pre-orders, and what we will try and do is just get a shipping timetable. That way, that answers all those pieces. I know that is the biggest concern for people.
Yeah.
One of the things that they did say in passing was that there's no cancellations. That was one of the things that's pretty big that they did say. There's no
Massive.
cancellations. So you're going to have to worry about that. I know that there are people who have cancelled and lost NRDs from distributors. There is part of me that was like, why, you know, if you paid your deposit,
Yeah.
and you're waiting, you know, you're not paying more because it's been
Yeah,
so
you're not
long.
gaining anything by cancelling,
So
are you?
I don't understand why there was quite a lot of people in the comments saying, "Oh, I lost, you know, I couldn't wait anymore, so I cancelled, and lost my deposit." And it was a bit like, I don't get that.
No.
Unless you're on some super long payment plan, or you want your money back.
Yeah.
Maybe they paid a payment plan and they want their other money back.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the way. That's why maybe. But some people they just said they lost their deposit. I'm trying to speak with Todd. He hasn't answered yet. He hasn't seen the message yet. But I was trying to sort of see whether he would consider something along the lines of, if he had anyone who did cancel with him, and lost their NRD, if there was a way it could be reinstated as a way to get the order back. I haven't had a response yet, but I'm trying to test the water with that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, it's not his responsibility if people cancel. So,
But
and it also can be that
it,
someone has already picked up that piece. So he doesn't even have it.
It's very positive that XM are saying that nothing has been cancelled.
Mm.
So, and you're going to go out there and hope the group. So now it's down to you, down to the people watching this chat, and it's down to the people that are following the RaddTitan group to basically put in the questions that you want. And like Alex was saying, don't make it about one piece that you happen to have on order because you're thinking too small. You need to be asking the questions. Sadly, I cannot be there. Timelines don't fit for me. I'm on quite a strict schedule. And so I can't, I would absolutely fucking crucify a lot of them. So that would have been a real tough. So they should be happy that I'm not going to be on that plane because it would have been a tough fucking day. So you have to make sure that your questions are just as tough and just as cutting as mine would be. So you want to be asking the questions about whole processes. Why no speaking? Why no communication? What's your excuse? Why have you not passed on any of this information? Why are you allowing your reputation to suffer so badly for silence? You better have a fucking good reason. There's loads
Why
of
did you
questions.
do a fucking BS photo shoot and pretend you were fucking releasing a
product? Yeah, why exactly? Why does it look? Why have you put out there that looks more deceptive than actually silence? You were silenced for so long, and then you basically did that. These are the questions that need to be asked. Think about lines as well, not just about my Spider-Man piece. Think about the whole Marvel line. Ask the questions. What's going on with that? What licenses do you have? What are you now allowed to distribute? What's going on at the moment? What's happening with the investors? Think long and hard about it. Make sure you have the right questions so Alex can sit there and he'll have them printed out and he can post them because there's going to be no revised questions or any of that kind of nonsense. It's going to be there. It's not. Alex stipulated. RaddTitan has stipulated that they're not going to be rehearsed questions. They're not going to be questions that they pick and choose. They're going to be our questions, and that's why they want us to do it. That's why we were asked to do it because they know that we're the people that are going to play that nicey fucking bullshit game. If they wanted someone to come in and suck them off, they'd have got Batman Statue Collector go and do it. So at the end of the day,
well, there was no, I'm not going to go into that, but yeah. Anyway, there was a conversation about that. Yeah.
If you don't want a hard time, you know what I mean. That guy will turn up to the opening of a postcard. So it's not. You know what I mean? The point is, go there and you have to put them under some serious pressure. You have to put them under some serious pressure. Yeah, you want the real answers, and also you want to see how they respond to these questions because that's how you can tell a lot about a person is how they handle it.
Yeah, I mean the whole one of the most important elements of that was, we can provide questions in advance. That's not a problem, but they're going to be asked.
Yeah,
if you need to prepare for them, that's fine.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
These questions need to be addressed.
Yeah, it's not about catching you out on the spot because that helps no one.
No, I think as well. Like, I love Ben. Ben, I think Ben has been a good friend in the past, and I don't want to catch him out, and I want him to be prepared to answer and give the correct answer. The most accurate answer he can, because I do feel that there have been times where he will answer what he thinks someone wants to hear if he's on the spot, where he'll give that, so I want him to go away, speak to the marketing team and say, hey, look, what is this and what is that? Can you give me the numbers? Can you do that? I want the correct information, and I think that's important. And I think moving forward, if they do give the right answers and they are going to be coming back as such, as making a comeback, this is something that
it's good.
We don't. I don't
good
think
for the
it helps.
community.
I
Good
don't
for
think it helps
collecting.
anyone other than like other companies. But I don't think it helps collectors if XM was to go out of business.
Oh no, it's
Um,
horrendous. It's a terrible fucking thing
yeah,
if that.
I mean, we're already seeing other companies looking like they're done,
Yeah.
and we'll lead on to that shortly. But I don't, I don't want to see that. I think it doesn't help anybody, and especially in this time with all the tariffs and all these other things, you got to remember that most companies, including the Asian companies as well as the American companies, their business is 80-90% American.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Caroline
So
Levitt weren't lying when she said they need the American consumer. That she's not lying.
sure. I mean, we were talking about
So
this
fit.
today, and
It's a crime how fit and smart she is. I can't. Like a good-looking woman who is really smart is like my fucking kryptonite, bro. I really can't handle it. I watch her and I just dribble. I think she's great.
from
Literally,
where?
think she's fantastic.
Where'd you dribble from?
You know where? That's stupid question, bro.
Ross Carr in the house. How you doing,
Yo,
my
man.
man? Stuck up from Furno. How's it going?
Welcome, brother.
I'm done buying XM Worn Chunky. Nelson, what I want you to ask is about my Magneto. Fuck off.
You need to. What you've got to remember here, just before you make a blanket statement like that, right? That's a bad start because when you say to somebody before you've heard anything they've got to say, you are assuming that whatever they say is not going to be acceptable, and that's a mistake. You don't know what's going to be said.
What you have to
I don't
remember
know.
as well.
I
I got a
honestly,
good, I
on
got a good
my
point.
children, I do not know the answer to why they have handled it the way they have handled it. I really, if I did, I swear to God, I would tell you. But I'm always of the opinion that until somebody gives me that answer, I'm not going to shut nobody down. If XM if Ben and people at XM come and they have a legitimate reason that this is what's been happening and it makes sense, and I think it covers all the bases, I will thoroughly be like, okay, that's like, you know what I mean. I really will. I think that's fair. If there is something that's going on over there and it does answer the questions, then I think it's fair. I think that's a fair shout to be like, okay. And I
Yeah.
don't think until you've heard it, I don't think you can say if you go in with the immediate "I'm done," then basically it's a little bit too sensitive. It's a tad sensitive because you don't even know what the answer is going to be.
I
I'll give
think
you a
as well,
prime
you have
example,
to
right?
remember. Okay, no, let me give you an example first. What you have to remember is, let's rewind 7 years, 8 years. How long ago was it?
Yeah,
PCS,
2015.
PCS. Yeah, they were in a situation where no one wanted to buy from them. And
Yeah,
look at them today. Look at them today.
great point. Stronger than ever they are now, releasing
Yeah.
better pieces now than they've ever done before. And I'm not saying that because you're like working for PCS, because I could give a squat piss for what you do in your private time. It's not my business. Even if I thought PCS was shit and you were working for them, then I'd be like, you work for a shit company. That's how it would be because I
Fair
ain't
enough.
playing the
Yeah.
game. But the bottom line is that is a great point.
Mm.
What you're saying and what needs to be said is imagine what they might be able to produce.
Yeah.
Look at the grail pieces that X listen to me now and understand this. XM have the greatest grail lineup of any statue company, period. When you're talking about showpieces, XM have the fucking best catalog. They have unbelievable bits of fucking work. And you don't want to close the door on that. You want to hope that they can find that again. Get the right sort of art directing people in, the best sculptors they get, the good factories that get it fucking back on point. If they can, like you're saying with PCS, man, it's like a phoenix.
Yeah.
You want that to be around because bear in mind also in 2000.
Well, that's what PCS's logo is.
Exactly. But bear in mind as well, don't forget that in 2015, Sideshow couldn't fucking put two fucking pieces of fucking shit together and make anything. Their stuff was crap. XM then started coming out, and Sideshow now have gone, oh, this is the competition. You better up our fucking game here. And now all of a sudden, Sideshow now are releasing some magnificent bits of work as a result of the fucking competition that XM have provided. So everybody does win by fucking more statue companies releasing great pieces.
Yeah, yeah.
Seeing companies go bust and out of business helps no one. Helps absolutely fucking no one.
Yeah.
Unless you're like an XM hater, in which case, would you get a little bit of satisfaction that they went bust? It's a small fucking win, that, man. It's a petty-minded win. I hope that they come out with the right answers. I truly, gospelly do. Because if it's bad, then it's going to be bad.
Let me just go through these comments. So nobody likes the silence. All XM had to do was provide updates. We apologize for the delay. We're working to keep. Yep, I agree. And in this day and age, we've had this conversation every time there's silence with a commissioner or a company. You can fucking send an email or you can send a message while you're taking a shit, and that's the whole thing about it. I have Galvatron on order. Still my most anticipated statue, so I'm not sorry. So I'm still holding on. Just happy it's being made. What are XM going to do to bring back? Oh, so with the questions, because I won't be able to come back to these later on, if you can put them in the RaddTitan group, there is a post there which I believe is pinned. I will go back and pin it if it's not. And it sort of says update, and it's the one I believe with these images. So yeah, go there and put the comments there. Just tell me, are they going to put up new pre-orders before they kill the backlog? That's a good point that we'll be discussing with them. At Geo, I just sent you the link and info through your Facebook Messenger about Jurassic
God bless you, my
Park.
brother. Thank you very much.
BCS BJ. I had a custom spawn statue on order that got delayed, but the seller provided constant updates. COVID, then another setback because he did some pass on his QC test. 0 customers unhappy. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, knowledge is power, man. If you know what's going on and you're kept in the loop, you can't be pissed.
Also, you have to remember as well, with a custom spawn statue, it's a closed group of maybe 100 people. And if there's 30 people who have ordered it, it's all maintained within that group. They're not going to want to update, and they're not going to want to piss off the commissioner in case anything else good comes out. And then also, it's not in the public eye, so you're not going to get like random haters just coming in and going, "Oh my god, check out that fucking guy making spawn. He took fucking." It's not going to happen because not many people are going to have their eyes on it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
there is that side of it as well, Paulie.
Yeah.
Yo, how you doing, Carl? Good to see you.
Motherfucker.
A plus collectibles. Hello, gents. How you doing? Warren Chunky, trust me is broken. Trust is broken with XM, at least for me. E-Man, yo. WhoTube 981 question is, does XM have enough capital to push out these statues with a steady flow of pre-orders? I think a ton of people would not feel comfortable POing there, but might buy in stock. Again, that's something we're going to have to cover there, but something to do with cash flow. A lot of money has been injected into them. A lot of money. Talk is cheap for many collectors at the moment. A company release a product of interest, they come running back. XM have released so many grails, and then when again customers will become running back. Look at it this way. I mean, look at the little guy who fucking what's that?
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah,
what that person's just basically saying is
people are fruit.
You deliver. You deliver, or will be forgotten. But you got to deliver. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, look at like fucking what's his name, Danny Hines. People still order from him.
I saw him playing the piano the other day. He's actually pretty good.
Really? Why did you do that?
I saw him playing. He was like singing to his mum, Katie Price. He was like singing. He was pretty good.
Yeah, little Harvey. I hate that woman so, man. That woman, oh my god, she's just such like does everything she can to fucking get money out of posting about her son. It's horrible.
Onto the pictures, idiot.
Exploitation. XM Electro is still one of the best ever for me. Anyway, let's get to the next one. So the next one then is, you want to do that one? The positive side?
Yeah. So I ordered the Moon Knight, the Sideshow. I've got 3 orders with Sideshow at the moment. So I've got the Moon Knight, I've got the Beast, and I've got the Archangel. So 2 X-Men pieces and now the Moon Knight. So I thought about it. I had the XM1. I actually sold the XM1 yesterday. Nice piece. But yeah, I kind of I was a bit like, you know what, it's time to move it on. Kind of like this new. I kind of like this new look and concept and design. So I'm a bit of a fan of this one. I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, decided to do that.
Yeah, no, it looks nice. It looks really nice. And then I mean, the Werewolf by Night as well was quite a surprise. Very
Yeah, that's the part.
surprised.
That's the part I like. I think that the most is the sort of concept of him sort of over someone like that, and the werewolf's awesome. My son's going to love that as well. So like more cute. It's funny. I thought he'd like the more werewolf looking face, but he likes the more human werewolf face, the exclusive one. So because that's been like announced now, isn't it? So that's like the standard face, that one there.
Yeah.
Which I actually prefer that personally, but my son
that's a wicked face. It's a wicked
I
head.
think so. But he likes it. He likes that one.
Yeah.
So he likes to have. There's a few other pictures of it, but yeah.
No, I didn't see the other one. Maybe I got later on.
Maybe
I put it in like with Sideshow stuff.
I did send a couple of pictures for like my order, and then I did send some pictures of that. So in the license section. So, but yeah. Anyway, I've got this coming. I'm getting really, really I'm getting more and more into the actual X-Men Beast one as well. The more I look at it,
saying that, yeah.
Yeah,
you did say that.
It's hard because I don't think people quite. I think we have. I don't know why we do it, but I think we do it where we sort of like we look at like a statue, and even if it isn't, if it's not accurate to the character or looks cool, we still sort of go, oh, that's really cool. Because when you think about it, Sideshows is the most accurate Beast in terms of like in terms of the character and in terms of him being sort of brainy and intelligent and a scientist and more like he's like someone who experiments.
He's calculated.
He experiments. He's always trying to like either find a cure for their disease, or he's always trying to find a way to better or whatever himself or better somebody. He's always working like that. I think Sideshows is the only statue that really shows that. All the rest of them, the only one that's close to it is the modern bushy one. Oh, the modern bushy one shows it. He's like in an office, standing over a desk. He's got DNA, fucking the history of mutations and all that sort of books all on the table. So that's got a little bit of that going into it, but it's got him sort of up and ready to sort of fight and growling in it. But it really, my memories of like reading X-Men comics and watching the animated series when I was a kid, he's an intellectual, and even when he's fighting, he's doing it from an intellectual place. Even like he'll do something and then come up with some sort of quip that's funny, but it's not ever angry or raging or this crazy beast. There is a dark Beast from X-Men comics and stuff. There's like that. There's a raging monster, but Hank McCoy isn't that character. So everyone's like, oh, this is better and that's better, and you look at them and you're a bit like, but that's not what the Beast looks like at all. Having no pupils and screaming and bashing through things and raging and roaring. I don't ever remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody else. I don't remember that.
Yeah, and then it goes on to my pre-orders now. So George has been showing me this piece, and I had to jump on this. There's not really any representation for Silver Samurai. There's none in core scale that I know of. There is for 1/10, which I don't collect. So this is the Wolverine versus Silver Samurai. So this is going to be joining my collection, and I can't fucking wait. As on the kind of Japanese style base with the arrows in it, I just like it as well because again, when you got the base there, I really hate it when Wolverine's fucking full of arrows. I really hate that.
Yeah, I
do like the nods there, but I hate it when it's like on him. It's great. Is it Hanya Mask? No.
No, with a samurai, I'm not too sure what they would call it. To be honest, it could be that, and you might be right. You've got obviously the two portraits, haven't you? You've got two portraits for him, and two portraits for the Wolverine. Another thing that I've just found
and the
out
positioning. He's got the two positioning of the sword where you can have the sword facing in and out. So then that gives you a bit more width, but also you can display it without the Wolverine.
Yeah, that's new news that's just come out, which is they're going to do like a plug to go into his side So that literally, if you wanted to have a quarter scale, just Silver Samurai, and I think they're going to turn the sword round, so it's not down. They're going to have it so you can have it down, or they're going to do a reverse sword where the sword is up. But I think that's fantastic. It's just a shame that information came out a little bit later, because this is long sold out. I was warned that this would sell out in 24 hours, and it did.
I think you can still buy kits, if I remember.
Yeah, there's a few.
He had like 1 or 2 kits left.
I think there was 4 kits about 4 hours ago, so I don't know how many there are today.
Yeah.
I was told that the painted version, the proper version, would be sold out in 24 hours, and it was less than that. That's why I was like, I was bothering you, saying, like, if you want this, you're going to have to pay, because you're not in until you pay. It's literally like it was like interest list, and he put it up, and then it was like, right, who says in? And there was like 67 comments, and they were all in. And I was like, he told me they're making 25 of these. So I was like, well, that's
35, isn't it?
There's 40 now. Okay. It was lifted to 40 because there was so much interest. So many people wanted it. And then obviously I was saying to you, look, if you want it, you need to pay. Send me this money and I'll get it. So I didn't want you to miss out on this, because this isn't going to come around again. That's the point, isn't it? When it's gone, it's just one of them things. No license companies stop making this. So this is fucking awesome.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. And then that's him with other.
Yeah, that logo shouldn't be there. You're meant to do your due diligence. That's why all of my pictures don't have it.
You sent it to me.
No, it's not mine. That's not my picture. I remove every logo. So no.
Okay, I apologize if it was me. If it was me, I said.
Yeah, it's you.
I'm going back on WhatsApp now, and
not mine.
Where is it? I'm going to look on it. I'm going here. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's you.
It's not mine.
Anyway, okay. All right, we'll discuss this off camera. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, this is mine. Who's going to be joining my collection? So yeah, can't wait.
You know the guy who sculpted this? What's his name? You know him?
Alejandro.
Yeah.
Pereira.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. He used to work for XM, no?
His Wolverine's a fucking shot.
Yeah. So next up, yeah, it's great. I ordered this as well. So this is the Black Cat. I do have a soft spot for Black Cat.
So a hard spot.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of Black Cat. So I just thought, you know what, this is really displayable as well. It's so small for a core scale piece. So I just thought to myself, yeah, I've got to get it. And then also on top of that, check out the arse. Nice. Neo Geo, no, we didn't cover the Brahman thing yet. Have people found proof that's what they're doing? Sorry, what was that about? The cape is a no for me. The mask is very Shredder-esque, talking about the Moon Knight. Have people found proof that's what they're doing? I think he's talking about the Prime one. They're doing it right to me right now. I assume it was Prime one up to their standard BS price hikes. Yeah. Wolverine portrait is a big no for me. He's talking about that. Like
You're fucking crazy.
I have an order for Detective Comics Batman. Shipping fee was $538 in March, and now they tell me April shipping increased by $250. Damn.
Right, so what's
do you want to know something really funny? Oh, don't go into this yet, because we're going to go into this after. Stuart Murray with the fax. It's a Manayori mask.
Get in there, Stuart. I know I liked you, bro.
The last level, Alejandro, version 1 pieces of grey. Oh, he does the
yeah.
Oh god, the Wolverine versus the
Wendigo.
Evening, how you doing, Dave? Meanwhile, leaving their sales prices untouched. Geo, I missed out on the Silver Samurai, sold out on day 1. I hear Sydney Sweeney will play in I don't know. I did see a picture of that, yeah, but I don't think it's true.
I love the metallics.
Alex is perfect. Yeah, really good. Alex, can you sell me your Silver Samurai in 2 years when you get tired of X-Men villains? Yeah, we'll see.
If you see me share any of these things on RaddTitan, you need to get in contact with me.
When you
If they
see the
come
black,
up and I'm sharing them, you need
my
to
spot
reach
is
out
not
to me
soft.
because I'm moderators on these groups as well. So if you want something, you can get it, and then you can get added to the group yourself. That's what happened to Alex. Alex will tell you at Gospel, he's not in that. He's not in. He is not in that group. He bought that pre-order, and I added him to that group, and he's my bestest friend in the whole world.
The group you added me to, was some little BS one, and then I got a message from the commissioner going, "I'm adding you to the proper group."
There you are.
So he came in and goes,
both of them then?
"Now,
I'm moderating.
you must be in both. You must be in both of them." But he come in and goes, "Now, now I'll put you in the proper one because you got a pre-order."
Yeah, that's what it is. You need to be in there because then these things come up, and then by the time they're leaked, even if I'm quick,
there's a lot. There was a lot of pieces in there I hadn't seen before.
Yeah, but they're all gone as well. Like things go really, really quick. It's the same with a few. I'm moderating a few other fan art groups as well. So the point is that I'm trying to get to the point where I can sort of just open it up to the RaddTitan, like where I just show you. And if you want it, I don't put in the main group. Contact me because I don't
PM
want
me
that
for
being
fucking
done.
details.
But if you want something, you just got to reach out to me and say.
Oh. All right. So yeah, I've got this on pre-order, so I'm quite looking forward to that when I've got my shizzle set up.
It's built for porn.
Huh?
It's built for porn, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, I got this. I've been looking for this actually for a little while. This is little J. Jonah Jameson bust by Diamond Select. It's actually quite hard to come by. It's
how does it scale?
I don't know yet. I mean, I'm hoping it will be.
I know. I thought it was in hand. If it's not in hand, wait until it's in hand.
No. I don't know yet. I don't know. Also, I pre-ordered this one. That's the one where last week. That's one last week where you were like, "Oh, I haven't ordered anything for a while," and and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I did." So yeah, I ordered that as well. Oh, sorry. Here you go.
No, yeah, that's it. Support for it, yeah.
So, oh yeah, that's like quite nice, quite classic, and Dark Wolfman. Okay, I haven't seen that before, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Georgie loves that one.
No, I prefer the proper one. All right, so then what we got here is Connecticut. We were going to talk about this last week, and for some reason we were like, "Oh yeah, we'll cover that," and then we didn't. So basically, Connecticut's been kind of like XM, where they've been quiet for a good while. So they put out this message. Dear fans, collectors, we want to share some important update regarding the current status of our production and shipping timelines. Over the past few weeks, we've been faced with an unexpected and deeply challenging situation. The production factories we partnered with for the last 10 years, a team we've grown with and trusted, is now on the verge of closing down. The sudden development has severely impacted our ability to move forward with several projects, some of which were already in the middle of production. We have not been able to respond to some of the queries in the past few weeks, as ourselves have been working through this major setback. We are currently doing everything we can to recover and relocate these projects, but unfortunately this means all current releases will need to be delayed until Q4 of this year until further notice. We know how disappointing this may be, and we want to express our sincere apologies for the inconvenience and uncertainty that this has caused. This is not just a logistical setback, it's a deeply personal and emotional one for us. We've invested significant amounts of time, resources, and passion into these projects, and we've even made the tough decision last year to stop development of all new projects to be able to ensure delivery of these due products as originally intended. We kindly ask for your understanding and patience during this difficult time. Thank you for bearing with us. We will keep you updated on the matter. Okay, well,
good,
I think it's the same kind of issue of XM where the silence was so long.
I don't even think that's as bad as it is. This is basically saying that they've lost pretty much everything that they've already done in the factory stuff. That's all done.
Mm.
Now they're saying as well, Q4 of this year, which is basically giving you until December.
Yeah.
And that's basically just writing off the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I'm a bit concerned because, you know, people have been asking about Kinetiquettes on the groups for ages. Like, and the updates, they're ghosting me for weeks. I'm messaging this person, that person, I'm not getting any response.
It's been at least the last 6 months.
It's really bad. Sounds to me like they're finished.
I left Connecticut's a year ago. I left them like May, and you know, with that,
Did you bankrupt them?
Yeah, they paid me so much fucking money that it fucked them over. But literally, what you know, the two pre-orders I dealt with was Omni-Man and Invincible, and they sold
They're
not
the
like
best ever sellers.
not ever, but they were the best in 4 years. So they weren't like ridiculous numbers compared to other companies, but they were enough to bring in a significant amount of funding to pick up on projects. So, you know, to hear this as well, because again, while I was there, I worked really hard on those sales and those projects, and I had all the confidence that they were going to be made. You know, you had Mighty Jacks backing them as well, so they had things going in the right direction for them. So obviously, I left a year ago, so I don't know what's happened since. And it's really disappointing to see. It's really disappointing to see that. I mean, they've had some fantastic projects. You know, the Geese, the Terry Bogard,
they're brilliant.
You know, those ones are fantastic. You know, then they had the Stranger Things Vecna, which was sculpted by Franco
I like
Carissimo.
Samurai Guy. They're not going to come out now.
Hamoru, they had, I think only a handful of Hamoros got delivered. They had.
They've now become fucking incredibly rare, haven't they?
Yeah,
All of a sudden.
Shiranui. They have, you know, they have some really fantastic pieces, and then had some positive looking pieces coming. So, yeah, this is a real shame. I really hope, you know, I hope that they can turn things around, and I hope they prove me wrong. But from the things I'm seeing, I don't think they will. I don't think they will.
Yeah, it's not looking good, man.
No, it's a shame, and I do think this is the end for them.
When you read that as well, and you read between the lines, it's devoid of hope, really. It sounds like it's written in a way that's meant to give you hope, but I don't see any in there.
There's no answers. There's no real positive in there. It's just, hey, give us a bit more time. And we'll try and work it out, kind of thing. But there's too much like, we've lost this, we've lost that, this, that, and you know, if they need to refund these projects, it's not going to happen. You know, they won't be able to find that kind of money.
No.
So, yeah, it's really sad. Really sad. Oh yeah, Chung Li was amazing, and Raphalos was really good too. Really good pieces.
On a personal note, I had the good grace of actually meeting the Connecticut team.
Stuart, you fucker. Alex, you're the Black Widow for these companies. XM, Connecticut, who's next?
Well, thankfully, you were long gone with XM before any of that went on.
Yeah, it was well gone.
You were quite lucky with that. That timeline had been any fucking. You had a couple of jobs in between those. You'd have been fucking Black Widow. But I mean, I really liked like a D personally. Like he seemed like a really like nice person. Yeah, unfortunately though, I and I told you this many times. It was always more of a concern, the business part of their situation.
Yeah,
because what it reminded me of is like three actors deciding they're going to set up their own company, and then none of them have got any fucking idea about accounting or fucking promoting, or it's all sort of just about the art. And I feel like you can't succeed on that alone. I think good vibes and good skills is great, but you really need some cutthroat people to be able to like sell your product and fucking do the deals and get you the money in and get you the investment. And do you understand what I mean? I don't think there was enough sharks working with Connecticut. I really felt like they were just like, they were good people, artists, skilled people trying to do something. And I'm really gutted that it's gone south the way it has.
I think it falls into that category of that, where's that timeline and that kind of a region of, when you look back into 2015, 16, 17, 18, even leading into 18, Singapore was the place of these companies. You had Connecticut, you had XM, you had even HMO and some other companies. You had all these companies which were selling products really, really well. And I think they kind of got stuck into that moment of we're selling really, really well. We don't need to change anything, and I don't think they adjusted to the times. And I think that's another issue that these companies are experiencing in that region.
Yeah,
Imaginary Arts as well. Yeah, you're right, Ryan. Yeah, I don't think Imaginary Arts.
I'll give you a perfect example about that. Is Brian Tan. He's a perfect example of that. Brian Tan is a smiling assassin. Right, that guy, very personable, very funny, can crack a joke, don't take himself too seriously, really likable. And you fall into this trap with Brian of thinking that it's all fucking vibes. And I'm telling you now, you start talking business with Brian, you realize just who the fuck you're talking to. You're talking to somebody who knows everything back to front, fucking the wrong way around, upside down. Is a very impressive person.
Well, he's got a doctorate in business.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about any of that.
Now,
I don't care about any of that. I've met people with all of them sort of things. None of that matters. What I'm saying to you is that he is one of those guys that you would be lured into thinking that he is an impressive person. That he's just like a normal, like whatever. That would be a mistake. Because the minute you start talking to him, if he was to like sort of say at the end of the night, like, put your house on me. Put your house on me now. Put all your investment, everything you've got, put it on me and I'll win. And I'm telling you, you fucking would. You'd hand it over. You'd hand over your livelihood to Brian Tam and to make you something from it. You would trust him. And I'm a very cynical person. I don't trust nobody. And he's that kind of person. I've met very few people as good as he is. So that's what people need. People like that. That's who you need batting for you. And you can fucking do crazy shit.
Yeah.
And Connecticut, unfortunately, they don't have them guys, man. They just don't have them guys.
I said it to the Connecticut's guys, actually, funny enough. We went for dinner before I was working with them, and Brian came along. And Brian was talking about ideas that they could potentially work on. And there were some quite cool ideas. They were like really out of the box, but then things that you would be like, oh my God, yeah, why didn't someone think about it? And some of them haven't even been done. And, there were some quite good ideas. And when he was talking, it was like, the guys were just kind of laughing and joking. And I kind of said to them, look, in all honesty, you probably want to fucking grab a pen and paper and write down what he's saying.
Yeah.
Because he knows what he's talking about,
Well, that's what I'm talking about, the mistake, you see. You're on vibes and friendship, but you're not listening. That's the problem. You need to be paying attention to what's fucking being said to you. And half of the time, if you're not, you've missed it. It's too late.
Yeah.
And now we're in this situation, but we wish them well anyway. We hope.
We hope they prove us wrong. We really do.
Hope so, but it sounds like it's the end of Connecticut's anyway.
Yeah, hopefully I've got some time to go and kind of meet up with them while I'm there. I'm only there for a few days though. Toy Quest 101 in the house. How you doing?
Yo.
Ramo, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Hey, brother.
Ryan, Imaginary Arts. Shane von Liechtenstein, welcome to the party, pal. F State in the house. How you doing?
Hey, my brother.
Luch, hope your health's well, F State. Azura Studios too. Oh, okay. I didn't know they were Singaporean.
Oh
They
yeah.
do some nice. They do some nice
What about
transformers.
Ryu? Where are they from? Is that a Japanese company?
Ryu is from Thailand or Malaysia.
I
Yeah.
like them.
So. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, the old owners were Thailand. I'm trying to remember where.
I
Clark
thought they
was
were a
from.
Singapore company.
No, no, they're not. No, Chinese now. I think
What's
they're
next?
Chinese now. They were from originally from Thailand.
Keep the batting
Um,
average up.
this is then so the Prime One stuff. I mean, we don't have the images now for this because someone took it down. This was something that someone else put up. An apology. It looks like spam. Prime One regarding the statues, which are about to ship, and it seems the same. Shipment has been placed on hold due to recent changes in U.S. tariff policy. Our products are manufactured in China and are currently subject to high tariffs under the new regulations. We are taking time to assess the situation and find the best possible solution. Please note this is a temporary measure and resolving this matter is top priority so we can proceed with our shipments as soon as possible. We kindly ask for your patience and understanding during this time. Not a rant, just a status update. I don't know if this is true to the rest of the world. I actually paid shipping on the Rusty Angel probably 3 weeks ago and still hasn't shipped. So,
You're expecting them to come back asking for more money.
I actually messaged them and said, "Hey, look, what's happening here?" And they didn't respond for about 4 days, which I thought was a bit slow. And basically, they come back and they say, "Oh, we'll be shipping shortly." So hopefully it won't. But that out of every company out there, Prime One is the company where they would come back and say, "Look, you owe us $250 more." And if you made a fuss about it and said, well, actually, I paid you a month ago and you didn't ship it, they would cancel your order and not give you the non-refundable deposit back. That's the kind of company they are. I've noticed that they've got sales up at the moment and just all of their shipping prices are absolutely obscene.
There was a guy on RaddTitan
There was a guy,
who posted, and he basically said that he went over his orders in the last year and he's looking over the ones that he has currently now. And he says he calculated it at 30 to a 50% increase. Now, if we go back to the gentleman that just commented on the chat and said that he's been charged an additional 250 on his, what was it, $600 shipping. That is about right, isn't it? Between 30 and 50%. That's exactly right, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what he was saying is, he said he's went over every order, he's checked every order over the last few years that he's done, and he says the increase is around 30 to 50%. He put a note out to try and help other people and say, look, this is what's going to happen to you, because and he had plenty of orders. He was saying, because it's going to happen to me.
Yeah.
And
I'm hoping I'm hoping mine's been paid, so they're not going to come back on me. I'm really hoping that, but you just don't know with them. You just don't know with them. And then the other side of it as well is they've now got like these sales, summer sale or whatever they want to call it. And literally, when you look into it, you're like, oh, okay, this is 50% off. And then you go into it, and then the 50% just made up in the fucking shipping cost. Literally, it's like it's so fucking transparent what they're doing.
I mean, I can't. I hate them. Like I really dislike them. I really dislike them because I think that they are the biggest fuck you to a customer that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I'm one of them people. I don't give bad people my money. I don't give people that don't give a shit about my money. I don't give it to them. And I really feel like they are always. I couldn't forgive them for the coronavirus thing that they did.
Yeah.
Everybody else, XM Studio, Sideshow, everybody else, they froze all their shipping. They locked it up and they froze all the prices. And they were the first ones to come out and go, yeah, our shipping now is more expensive. And I was just like,
well, I don't think they announced it. They just did it, and then people like realized them like how much. But then the other side of
wasn't it? They doubled their shipping prices. They
Well, the
went
other
from
side of it
$300 to
is,
$700 overnight, $500 to $1,000 overnight. Not even a
yeah,
slight increase. They literally capitalized on the world's fucking misery and stress. And I can't forget. For me, I can't forgive that kind of shit. I'll never buy nothing of theirs. I don't even want anything off them for free. And I'll tell you something else as well. I won't trade for none of this stuff either. So if someone wants to contact me and I had a piece, they're like, I'll trade you this. If it's promo, I don't want it. I
the
don't
other
want
side
that
of it as
shit in my
well is
house. I don't want that fucking
did you
dark
see
fucking shit in my house.
in one of your groups, basically, they posted the shipping cost for one of their statues, and it was like $200 and something.
200, yeah.
Yeah, 200. It was
Savage Dragon
$235.
one.
Yeah, I didn't want to say their thing just in case, but yeah, it was like $235, and everyone was just like, "What? How? What?" And then there's
Yeah.
Prime One just going, "Yeah, that's fucking $900 or whatever, and it's just
Yeah.
like it's obscene.
Oh, the Europe
And
one,
it was air.
the one
So that
into
was air
us,
shipping as well.
200.
That was air shipping. That was air shipping. It wasn't. That wasn't sea. That was air shipping.
Yeah, that's air.
Yeah,
Not sea shipping. Yeah, it was 200 to Europe. I think it was 200.
because I know people come in and go, yeah, but most customs do sea. It was air. Yeah,
it was air shipping, and that's just fucking. That just makes you think, Jesus Christ.
We've done the XM thing.
Covered
One thing. This then Diamond Select.
on licensed pieces. Yeah,
Yeah, one of the
this is
licensed
nice.
pieces.
The saber tooth is nice. Is there any comments before we move on to the statues of the pieces?
No, I've been on top of them. So yeah, this is I've got to be probably a 1/8 or so. I'd say this is. That's normally their kind of scale. Very cool little piece.
I like it, man. Like the sculpt on this is very decent. I've got his proportions really nice.
The only thing I can see is that arm seems quite bad.
Yeah.
Like you can see there. Then
I think that's the angle though as well.
Yeah.
Like when you look at a statue and you think about the window that's your displaying angle, it's none of these angles.
Yeah.
But when you look at it head on, I don't think you see these seams at all.
No.
I don't think it's anything to worry about. I mean,
you would never down up and looking up as you never see it. Looking like the rest of the 3 years while Trump is president, I'll be skipping buying statues of BS tariffs.
I don't worry. The thing is that what you got to remember is that he is saying that the rates, the percentage of rates that they've been paying, that China have been paying the US, has just been like ridiculous, and they get really heavily taxed at the other end. So they're just trying to fucking get some balance into it. And like Alex is saying, like the 90% of the money coming in is the American consumer. You have to submit to that power. Once you know the facts, you've got to submit to the fact that they have the power. They've got the customer. If you have the customer, you've got all the power. And he's basically going, yeah, fuck you. So it is what it is. Take a 3-year break. Don't take a 3-year break, but understand what the fuck is happening.
Yeah. This is Diamond Select, Cola Man. So yeah. This
his claws were a little longer. I do like his claws to be a little longer.
Yeah.
So one thing I didn't like about XM Sabertooth, it was the one thing that put me off the most. The length of his claws.
Critical Mass in the house. How you doing? Yo.
Yo, motherfuckers.
This then is the Electro by Iron Studios 1/10. This is quite cool,
Clearly Andy Fusco's been working on their pictures.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This looks cool. It looks very cool. Yeah. That looks cool for a 1/10 piece. This then is Katana. 1/10 more combat. So yeah. Their 1/10 lines are pretty damn good.
So many pieces they release as well.
This then is PCS. So on Alien Day on Saturday last week, we announced the Alien license. So we got the Alien license. So don't know what we're doing yet, but it'll be interesting to see. So just that, and then also the yesterday, basically that's Hellraiser. Hellraiser's coming.
Nice. There you are.
This then is the licensed SynQ Labs Saga. The only thing about this is It's really nice, but the eye patch placement is weird, really weird.
Why is the eye patch placement weird?
It's like it's down here, isn't it?
That's how it's meant to be.
Isn't it like a little bit strange?
No, that's how it's meant to be. It's
Okay.
accurate.
But yeah, it's all great
If you remember when I had
an eye patch,
Sideshow's original, its material.
PCS.
Yes, sorry, yeah, PCS is, but I think it was sold by Sideshow. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
PCS is original Saga, and this was material, the strap and the patch.
Hmm.
And when I put it on across the front of his head because it looked the most normal to me.
Yeah.
It looked the most normal. It was going across here. And then I posted the pictures and they were like, that's not how his eye patch is. And I was like, what? They were like, yeah, it goes underneath his ear and then up. I was like, fuck off. That's ridiculous. Of course it isn't. Looked up loads of pictures just to be like, you're fucking full of shit. They were all right.
Yeah. But it's a nice piece. So nice weathering. I think it's 1/6 scale though, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've got a piece of that.
Very gritty.
Gritty
sort of piece.
I think I've got like a little chubby, not chubby, like SD character. Like I think they did Devilman.
Okay.
Little SD Devilman. I think I picked up in Thailand.
Nice. I remember
that. They had no US shipping in the past from that group, Alex. Okay. But the guy's from USA though. Are we talking about the Savage Dragon one?
They shipped to you all the time. They're ridiculous.
They had no US shipping in the past in that
It must
group.
not be that. It must mean something else.
It might be a different thing. I would think it would be an ideal time to buy older pieces. We've been doing that, man. We've been doing that and picking up some
telling you about
fantastic
it for ages, bro. You just ain't been listening.
Demon Slayer CM, I'm late, but good to see you guys. Good to see you.
Thanks,
Great
bro.
painter.
Better late than never, man.
Nice Street Fighter pieces at nice prices. I wonder if they will do the good guys. Looks
Love
incredible.
to see this Saga myself in person.
Post. Huh? Oh, you're talking about? Sorry, I'm really slow at the moment.
I'm struggling now, mate. Don't worry. You know,
They had no US shipping in that post from that group. Oh, the Savage Dragon shipping rates didn't have a US option.
I don't think so. I don't know. I'll have to go and have a look.
No, I only looked up UK. Yeah, I only looked up UK. I don't know.
Yeah, my UK's like right at the beginning, like Europe. So, but it would have most of the customers are American, so I don't see how it wouldn't have America on there.
It must have. There was actually a company. God, it was like a distributor.
Tiger.
They basically said to someone, they said, "Oh, look, you've got these 3 pieces. We want to let you know that we're increasing all your shipping," and they gave them like an increased price, and it was like $1,000 on top, to increase their shipping by. And the person said, "Look, I can't afford to pay an extra $1,000. I want to cancel my orders." And they go, "Well, you cancel your orders, you lose 60% of your money." And they were like, "Well, no, I'll lose my non-refundable deposit, but I ain't using the 60%. And they go, "Well, your other option is you can pick it up we'll send it to Canada and you can go pick it up." And he goes, "What, you want me to go to Canada to pick up my statues?" They go, "Yeah, take a little drive." They literally said, "Yeah, go take a little drive up there." Or something. Like, do you know how big America is? That could be anywhere from an hour to fucking 20 hours.
Take a little drive. How condescending.
Yeah, sorry. I got it in the end, mate. Cheers. Yeah. But yeah, the way they said it was hilarious. Oh fuck, why is this in there?
This is the
Violator, isn't it?
It's the Violator, yeah. So this is in one of the groups I'm in. I don't think it's even been shared yet. So this is like brand new. This is coming out, so it looks fucking cool. Early stages, but it looks great.
Yeah. That is very cool. This then is the XM Absolute Spider-Man, is it?
It's Absolute Carnage Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah, so this is in hand and pictures of art statue collector. Actually, no, that's in the gallery, isn't it? That ain't Art's place. It's just got Art's logo on there.
I think he took the pictures though.
Yeah.
I saw this. I thought this was really cool. I saw this in the group the other day. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not the Spider-Man. I'm talking about the Silver Surfer.
Oh, sorry. Then you got the Silver Surfer there with the
big Galactus hand.
Yeah, I think it was like a good idea, but I don't think it was executed very well. I think it could be better. This then is Cable.
20 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, this is Batman Cable. Yeah, big ass
gun. How Cable should be. Very cool piece. It looks like he's wearing a wig there, though.
That's nice.
I prefer these heads. This is when, because I'd send you the bust, you went out and fucking found this.
No. It's really funny. You sent me the bust thing, but this was from end of sort of like last week's chat. So I think this is probably like the next day. Found this. I actually thought about you with this.
I think the head looks a bit off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has more of a Hitler moustache. He's got a bit too much of a fuller moustache here. So it's an interesting concept. I mean, I would like to see someone do a proper one.
Oh, the dog's been in it. I've had a shower.
Who's that?
I don't know. I can't remember who it is. It's like, is it Vixen?
I don't have a clue.
I can't remember. I just really like. I like the concept a lot. I thought it was pretty cool. And I like the fact that they've done a proper big lion. Like you get the sense of how big a fucking lion is in that statue.
Yeah. It was there. If anyone knows,
the lion's well underscaled. So I was a bit like, oh, that looks like a proper fucking lion. I quite like that.
Cool.
You know, I like lions. So.
I got Medusa hovering a little bit there.
Yeah, it's over. Her hair basically is the base, which is pretty clever. Sort of like what XM did, but do
you think they should have added a bit more of a base? Because
I quite like this concept. I think it's pretty cool.
But like, obviously, when you're then kind of moving it around, these parts are going to be quite fragile, no?
Potentially, but obviously, as a companion piece, if you had this next to like a black bolt, it looked awesome. Good thing about having it sort of on the hair like that, not having this big fuck off base that you can put quite near to other characters, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a little bit anime, but I still dig it.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Yes.
It's really nice. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, the production of this is like looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Need a nice. Oh no, you've got Mary Jane, haven't you? You've got the comic. You've got the Jessica Campbell one, haven't you?
Yeah.
This is a bit special.
This is really nice, though. It's really nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Then you got the Omni Man.
So this again is the fan art Omni Man in one of the groups. Again, this has not been released yet, so this is the perks of being a moderator on this. So this is the Omni Man that's going to obviously. I've got the Battle Beast coming, and this is the Omni Man, and there's like they're doing a few others. They're doing what's his name? The weird guy with the eye. I always forget his name.
Alan.
Yeah. It's weird. I should forget that.
Alan the alien. Alan the alien.
Yeah.
I
think it'd be quite a bit of blood and guts on that and all.
Oh yeah, there you go. The Punisher. This is Eric Sosa. This one.
This is Sosa sculpture. It's very nice paint up on this. I don't know who did it, but it's really nice.
Yeah, this is one of his better looking pieces.
Yeah, this is a nice piece.
Probably one of his students, but yeah. But no, it looks nice. It looks really nice.
Yeah, portraits are nice. I also like the fact they've added the brown to break up that sort of, the straps and things. It actually looks better than I would think in my head. But I like it, man. It's very cool.
It's a very nice piece. He's got the pouches. Isn't that the same kind of pouch as Bishop has?
Yes. Exactly. The only difference is that one is actually sitting like has a pouch that's been merged into your leg.
Yeah.
But this is
And then
Riot. So this is the Venom Riot, but this is the movie version, isn't it?
sorry, the one who painted that Punisher is
Artisan. Artisan. Artisan.
Artisan.
Yeah, Artisan. That might be right. Yeah. Very nice. Beautiful paint. For sure.
He made this a while ago. It looks cool, but not accurate how the Violator is portrayed in the comics. He's far more gangly in the comics.
Yeah, we only got one angle at the moment, but also, listen, Matey Boy does a pretty good job at getting the accuracy spot on most of the pieces. So
you guys don't know, but have the name as the watermarks. No, I got funny enough, my camera's over it, so like I can see this is Riot, but like then when I put my camera there, it covered the fucking names. So this is the other version of Riot. We showed Riot, the red version, last week.
Yeah, I think that's a bit more comic version. This is more the movie version.
Yeah.
It's the same sculpt, just completely different paint on.
Yeah. Well, also George sent me these just before the chat, so some of them I don't know the characters sometimes.
Also, as well, this is. I think the only thing with this is it looks a little bit too similar to Venom, doesn't it?
Very much. Yeah.
So I do prefer the red one.
Oh, you have pictures of that Punisher with the logo.
Yeah.
It's
covered. Oh no,
yeah,
it's there.
It's there. It's a big fucking writing, yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't listen. That doesn't mean that that's who painted it. You know, it's
like people who
could be the person that is sharing it. It could be the person that owns the piece. You don't know 100% that's who it's going to be. I don't know that art is a person at all.
Yeah, no, neither do I. No, there's nice, a lot of detail, a lot of things going on there. Yeah. Who's that? That's not Centuries. No, who's that?
It's Warlock.
Oh yeah,
this is the fan art Warlock. This is the reveal as well. So I think that looks fantastic. So I'm quite excited to see how that comes out.
That looks nice. I saw the gem as soon as you fucking said it. Strife.
Yeah, this has now been printed. So this is actually now the print, which I think looks really good.
It does look really cool. And the IR masthead there as well. Oh yeah, that looks nice.
I like to see this painted up. But yeah, looking good, man.
Yeah, it's a very cool piece. That's a very cool piece. We're done, man. We're done.
Look at that. It's flying through, man.
Now we're cooking with gas. Nope. There you go. So yeah, we got through that, and we Adam Warlock. Yeah, you're right, man. Sorry, that's my fault. I literally looked at it, and then as soon as I said, "Who is that?" I thought it was Sentry for a second, and then as soon as I said it, I saw the fucking gem on his forehead.
So I don't saw it. So looks good though. It's a nice Warlock. That.
But yeah, so hopefully before next week, I will have not too many statues on display. I'm only going to have about like 10, maybe. Right. But it's a start.
Yeah, man. That's it. It's been a few years, isn't it? So it's going to be nice.
Yeah. I mean,
it'd be nice for you to get on it and get going.
Yeah. Well, once the big displays come in, I can't wait for that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having it all set up. Looking forward to clearing out the rooms and getting them all actually usable, because that room being all boxes is not the way forward. So hopefully I can get all those into the loft spaces afterwards. Hopefully I can get everything on display. Hopefully, yeah, whatever I don't need I can sell, and then look at how to go with it all. I'm trying to work in some CGC displays as well. I'm trying to work those into my collection. I've got some ideas of where to put some. I just got to work out what's going in these cabinets I have at the moment, because they're quite a decent size actually. They're like 90 5 centimeters tall by 95 centimeters tall by about 52 centimeters wide by 92 45 no 43 42 deep, so you can get some quite good sized stuff in there.
I don't know. 42 deep ain't so deep. How big is 42 deep?
42 deep is
About what, 20?
in inches. Oh, fuck knows.
Is that about like 19? I only know in inches, bro. I don't know.
God damn it.
Centimeters is when the wife asks me to
42
measure something. It's not statue measurement.
42 inches. Oh, no. It's not 42 inches, 42 centimeters, you dildo. So, yeah, it's 142 centimeters in
18
inches, 16 and a half.
Oh, okay. It's all right. It's not a lot. Depth is
16
not.
and a half, 96, 37 and a half. So nearly 38 inches tall.
Yeah, see, that's a lot of height, man.
Yeah, but gosh, I could put shelves in them. I need to.
Well, okay.
And then also 52, and then about 20 and a half wide.
Yeah. I think the height and the width is pretty good. You just got to be mindful of the depth, because at 16, you're not going to have you're talking about stuff that realistically can go into a DTOF size at 16.
No, it's bigger, because the DTOF is, I think, 16. It's like the width of a DTOF, deep.
Yes.
And then there's obviously 20 and a half wide, so it's bigger. And then obviously, hopefully, you can angle some things and whatever else. I'm thinking about just doing my horror stuff in there, some horror characters. I'm still working out.
Just got to sit down.
I would absolutely love to have my Guyver piece in there, but it's not happening. It's just too big.
And they're much deeper, like 20 plus.
I think they're like 47 deep. So no, not happening. Not happening. You're going to give us a look of your module space display when it's set up. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be setting some up to the weekend. I'll be trying to put them onto the wall. So hopefully we'll have something done for next week's chat. Careful unboxing all those pieces. Looking forward to seeing them. Yeah, I'm going to take my time. Definitely going to take my time. Alex, get some displays and a haircut and a shave. No offense. Thanks, man. Yeah. No, I've got some. I'm not in my office because it stinks of paint at the moment.
Yes. Well,
I painted the wall. It said indoor paint. I painted it and then fucking fumed out the whole house. Like, it's really. And then I read it.
Did you smell it though? That's the question. With your nose, did you smell
it? No, I can now. Yeah.
Okay.
My sense of smell's kind of coming back a bit.
Good.
So it's not good because when that fucking
you'd be like a normal functioning human soon enough, aren't you, mate?
It's kind of a bit like some of the smells aren't right, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain.
The good thing is now you'll be able to smell yourself, you fucking stinky, hairy piece of shit.
Yeah. No, I actually don't smell at the moment.
Oh god. You just have to bear in mind that, like we were talking about earlier, if you have any questions regarding what's going to be asked of XN, please put it into the comments section of the post. It's been pinned, and we'll make sure that any questions get put to the people that matter. They can answer them. And just remember what we were saying about Kinetiquettes as well. So if you've got orders there, you might want to see what's going on, but I think you've probably lost your money.
In all fairness, I mean, I don't want to cause panic or alarm or anything, but I just think that if you have orders with them and you have an opportunity to charge back, I probably would kind of charge back. Yeah. Also, because you have to remember as well that, they, again, I don't want to cause alarm or anything, but if you kind of cancel your stuff now, if they do go into like administration or anything, or liquidation, I think it's called, then you could potentially still get a refund if you've
Exactly.
announced it beforehand. If they come out tomorrow and go, hey, blah blah blah, you lose it. And so you know what I mean.
So get on your computer. Also, as well, what we were saying about Prime One, be just wary that now we're starting to see an increase of between 30 and 50% on shipping rates. So you might want to calculate that into any new orders that you're thinking about doing.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a summary. Also, make sure you check out Display Box, our sponsor for this week. Obviously, they're modular space stuff based in the UK. Get across to Europe and anywhere else that you want it. Please go and check them things out so that you can see if the sale is still on. See what you can grab.
You got 44 minutes of the sale left.
44 minutes to get yourself over there and get yourself some stuff. And then you'll have an awesome display like Alex, and Alex will show us all his gear once he sort of gets his head out of his arse about picking something. The problem is with Alex is he's got about 300 statues to pick what's going to go where. And the start is always the horriblest part. That's the point. The start is horrible.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like like you watch these, like if I don't know, like let's say for example you got a top 5. Like I'm going to say to you right now, top 5 actors, right? And I'm going to show you 5 cards. Yeah. And you've got to put them in your top 5, right?
Oh, are you going to do that thing where you go, all right, you tell me the top 5, and then you're going to fucking come in 5th place and go, oh yeah, so he's going to throw my whole shit off.
No, the point is that if you do it blind like that, the first one's always the hardest. So if I did that right now and I said, okay, your top 5 actors, and I
but you're not allowed to change them.
No. It doesn't work like that.
You're going to go. I'm going to save. I'm going to save position 1.
Listen to the game.
I know the game. I know the game.
You can put them in any order you want, right? So you can pick 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right, I'll give you 5 names. Are you ready to do it?
No. But I'm telling you, is you haven't got that written down. So you're going to go, oh yeah, Tom Hanks, and I'm going to go, oh, Gasket number 3, and then you're going to go, all right, and then you're going to do it based upon where I put fucking these things because you're going to fuck with me.
Denzel Washington's going to be 5th.
That's what you're going to do.
But that's what happens. The start is always the hardest because once you start it, then when you're like, it's all sort of like you've done 1 to 3 or something already, and then I give you 2 really good names.
Ryan says, God, don't mention any actors. You know what happens to them. R.I.P. Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
As soon as we start talking about it, it's the same with PCS as well, though. You know that.
I think Tom Hanks
PCS made like a couple of statues, and then they died. PCS made a couple of statues, then the people died, didn't they? Then they did Carl Weathers, and then he died, and then they did Tony Todd, and then he died. So yeah.
So they're just killing black actors then.
They're killing the brothers, man. Yeah.
Brothers are dropping down dead.
I think he went on Critical Mass. Constructive Outrage, and one of the guys, it might have been Critical Mass actually. One of the guys said, "Yeah, you need to stop killing brothers," because he mentioned he was going to do Bruce Leroy, and he goes, "Yeah, don't say that because he'll die." Yeah. All right, let's go. All right, guys, thanks, and we'll see you next week. You take care.
God bless. Take care.
Bye. All right.